Good evening. He once said, "A life is not important except in the impact it has on other lives." What Jackie Robinson did for the country and for the game of baseball is something truly unique. Early on in his career, Jackie immediately ran into a wall of bigotry. But instead of creating fights and chaos like the average human being would, he used it as a sign of strength for his near 10-year career. I may have never met Jackie, but in my short time as a Dodgers sports writer, I have got to know many different stories about him, and it is quite obvious to me now that he is a legend in both Brooklyn, Los Angeles, and in the country in general. Jackie signed a major league contract with the Brooklyn Dodgers in 1947, after a few years of playing with the Kansas City Monarchs in the Negro Leagues. A 10-year career may not seem like a long time, but Jackie was able to accomplish so much in so little time. A six-time All-Star, a 1955 World Series champion, a Rookie of the Year in his first year in the majors, a 1949 NL MVP, and of course his iconic number 42 being retired throughout all of Major League Baseball. On the field, Jackie was able to get on base by any means possible, no matter the outcome. He was able to advance the necessary 90 feet in order for his team to win ball games, and of course he stole home in that iconic game in the 1955 World Series against the Yankees. Wherever he played, Jackie drew the vibes of fans young and old. While many in the African American community were thrilled to have one of their own in a Major League Baseball uniform, many of the Anglo-Saxon breed were not so thrilled with the idea. Even many of Jackie's teammates objected to the idea of having an African American on their team, and it was worse amongst his opponents. I recall once a story from an old Brooklyn Dodgers fan when he heard that the Brooklyn Dodgers had started a petition in their own clubhouse to try to get Jackie off their team simply because he was black. And there was another instance in which Jackie was on the field at Ebbets Field, and he was shouted at by Philadelphia Phillies manager Ben Chapman, and once told him to go back to the cotton fields. If these atrocities were done to Jackie today, and he had responded with them in an angry way, they would probably seem just. But he couldn't defend himself in 1947. All he could do was turn the other cheek. Because of this, he gave us the realization that the way we were treating African Americans were wrong back then, and they are still wrong today. After his career ended in 1946, Jackie joined the Civil Rights Movement, and he opened up the door for many of the African Americans to join baseball, and he also yearned for many to join the national pastime. Amongst the blacks that joined after Jackie made his debut were Larry Doby, Roy Campanella, Willie Mays, and Hank Aaron. Without Jackie, there probably wouldn't be another African American player, no African American manager, and probably not even an African American umpire. But he made it all possible because of his bravery and his willingness to play the game every day 100%. And all because he had the guts not to fight back. The Most Humble Athlete Award is presented every year to an athlete who shows humility on and off the field, no matter where they may compete. Winners of this award in the past include Derek Jeter, Willie Mays, Hank Aaron, LeBron James, and Serena Williams. Today, we are presenting this award to Jackie's family in his name, because of his toughness, humility, and his audacity to see others just like him play in other major American sports. It is not just because of Jackie's actions on the field that we are presenting him this award today, but also because of his work in the Civil Rights Movement, for his work in his construction company to build houses for low-income families so they could seek shelter, for his work in his foundation to provide scholarships for low-income minority students to attend college, and so much more. Whether you are a baseball fan or not, Jackie changed your life. He changed my life, and he changed all of our lives for the better. Because of Jackie Robinson, our country has progressed massively. We are in a much better spot in history. But if Jackie Robinson was alive today, he would say we still have more work to do, that we still have a long way to go in this. So let us leave with this quote. None of us who are an American are free until we are all free. Let us leave with that message as we present Jackie Robinson the Most Humble Athlete of the Year award.